Thank you for listening to the Vincent Valentine Show. This show was broadcasted live on Barcelona City FM at Craft Barcelona. You can tune into the live broadcast at 9 p.m. Central European Time on BarcelonaCityFM.com. Or you can watch the show live here in Barcelona. For tickets, visit coffeeshop.co/events.
You are tuned in to the Vincent Valentine Show on Barcelona City FM, broadcasting live from the heart of Barcelona with the funniest guests and a live studio audience. This is an adult show and may contain strong references to sex and drugs from the start and throughout the show. If you are easily offended, please switch off now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Vincent Valentine Show.
Woo! Episode 7. Thank you guys, we're at Craft Barcelona and we've got a studio audience. We've got 2 amazing guests. We have a kind of a famous person in the house tonight. Well, she says she isn't, but she's on IMDb. You know what that is? She's done a lot of stuff actually on IMDb. You'll see the credits after this show. But the first guest we have tonight, he is the leader. He is the founder and director of Big If, Europe's biggest English language improv festival. I wanted you to finish it, but your mic.
That's what the F stands for, is festival.
So how long have you been doing improv for, Noah?
I started doing improv when I was a kid at summer camp, at Jewish summer camp.
Jewish?
Yes.
Are you Jewish?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, a little diversity on this show.
Well, you're the second Jew. Sorry, the second... Yeah, you had a second Jew in the station, but you're the first male Jew to appear on the Vincent Valentine Show.
You know who else counted Jews, Vinny?
Who?
So, I was a young lad at Jewish summer camp, and I started doing improv games at camp, and I really liked it. And I studied theater, and I ended up going back to that summer camp, and I was teaching those same improv games. I didn't really know that there was more to the theater than just like these silly games. And then in 2007, I started studying improv more seriously in Nueva York, and did the training at the People's Improv Theater, Upright Citizens Brigade in New York, performing, coaching, directing. And then when I came to Europe, it was kind of the Wild West. Not a lot of English language improv going on, and I could make a name for myself.
And you've dominated the scene, aren't you? You are the biggest.
Crushed it under my boot.
But you do a bit of stand-up as well, haven't you? Because you have performed for some of my old shows in the past.
That is correct.
And
I'm on the Vincent Valentine label.
Yes, you are. And you're going to perform later for Stand Up Comedy Live as well, aren't you?
That's right. So stay tuned, everybody.
Stay tuned. Our second guest tonight is called Melissa Paull. She's from LA. Are you actually born in LA?
Microphone.
The microphone's on there.
Now it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually born in Los Angeles.
Cool.
So
you've done a lot of comedy.
Yeah.
You were 10 years doing stand-up.
Right.
Yeah, which you don't longer do anymore, do you?
No, not at all.
Because I really want to get you on Stand Up Comedy Live, but...
No, I can't, man. No.
Why?
I loved it. Like that was my thing, but people started thinking I was good, and then like business suits came in. Then I was starting to be on television shows, and then they would take my stand-up and make it what they wanted it to see, and like dye your hair blonde, brown, whatever.
Yeah, I saw that picture on IMDb, because you got your normal picture, which looks like you just right now, and then you swipe right. It does not look like you whatsoever.
Yeah, I know, because they made my hair blonde for Ad TV, and so it just kept changing and changing, and then I had a nervous breakdown and moved to Barcelona, so I never wanted to stand up again.
So me pushing you to do stand-up is going to give you another relapse, probably.
Yeah, but if you can drag me to the hospital, that's cool.
Okay, I'm not going to ask you anymore. So 10 years of stand-up, doing it professionally in LA. You've been on Mad TV, Jimmy Kimmel Live. You've also been on like CSI Miami.
Yeah.
What other shows have you been on?
My favorite thing that I did was The Shield, because I was a woman that beat the shit out of her husband.
Okay.
And what's fun about doing that show is that I showed up and they gave me no makeup because I needed to look like someone that beat their husband, apparently. I was like, no. This isn't a great television show. Give me some fucking makeup.
So they gave you no makeup?
No makeup, and they gave me a flannel, and they're like, well, you hate yourself and you hit your husband, so whatever. And yeah.
But you got paid for it, didn't you?
Yeah, but
yeah.
But you hit your husband because you hate yourself.
No, that was the subtext. You get it, theater. You know.
I know what subtext means. Yes.
Oh, okay, thanks. It worked out.
But
What does
for
it
the
mean?
studio
What does it mean?
audience,
What does it mean? Because
It's what's underneath the text. It comes from the Latin.
Okay. Oh, here we go. It comes from the Latin. All right.
So apart from that, have you been in any movies at all? Or?
Yeah, I was cut out of a few major movies.
Okay.
Why?
Why?
I don't know. Probably because it was horrible. I was in Legally Blonde 2, Red, White, and Blonde.
Nice.
Was I, though? I was
No.
probably cut out, but I still get paid.
You were in it, and then you were not in it.
Yeah, but no, I can't watch it. Obviously, I can't watch anything, but I still get paid for it. It was like a couple lines, and that was it.
But you get paid royalties for it?
Yeah, still.
Wow.
Are you on like the DVD uncut version director's
The
edition?
uncut, I can't hear uncut, not take it, not make myself laugh.
So any other movies, or is that the only?
Well, no, a lot of student films when I was honing my craft.
So you actually done improv as well, haven't you?
No, I haven't. He's Mr. Improv.
No, you told me you did.
No, I didn't
You got paid $1 an hour, you told me.
No, that wasn't improv. That was stand-up in New York. We were talking about bringer shows where you have to stand outside the comedy club and get people to come. And every person that comes in, you get 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get paid in time. It's
You
like
get
that
paid in
Justin
time.
Timberlake movie.
Wow.
What is that Justin Timberlake movie?
Oh, where you stop aging when you're 25.
That's
and
Benjamin
You have to
Button.
buy time. No, you
In
have to
time,
buy
it's
time.
By time?
And then the rich people can live for thousands of years.
What is it called?
It's called
In
In
Time.
Time.
Oh,
In stereo.
thanks, guys. And I'm actually sober, which is not okay.
Are you sure?
No.
We'll find out later when you start headbutting people.
No, I don't. There's too much Botox here for me to ruin that. Can someone please get me a beer? Thank you.
So Noah, you said
Hi.
you were in New York.
Yes.
How
the
does
Big
it-
Apple. It's
Yeah.
called.
So how does it feel being a sexy Jew in New York?
I was a much sexier Jew back then. I used to have, and the radio listeners will appreciate this. See, I look like this now,
Well, that's good for radio.
but I used to not look like this. Right now, I'm clean shaven with a nice short haircut. And when I lived in New York, I started out looking like Charles Manson.
Right.
Is that a good thing?
No, it is now. It's like a hipster thing.
I thought I looked like Jesus, but apparently Jesus wasn't white. But Charles Manson totally was. I had a big, thick beard and long hair down to my shoulders. It was lustrous.
Really?
Yeah.
Did
And
you have the like Jew kills at all or anything?
That's what. Yeah, anyone had to ask that. I was waiting any minute. Were you like?
I was Jewish, and it did curl a little bit, but not the
proper Hasidic curl.
payas.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Or the side curls or side locks.
That's.
I am going to be like fucking dictionary tonight. Ooh.
Oh no,
I'm
you
going to
can
be
swear.
a darn dictionary tonight.
You can say fucking. You
You
just
can say
can't
fucking. You can
something
say
else.
shit. You just can't say the C word.
Cookies.
Cookies. You actually got me then. I was
Oh,
about
bless
to
him.
panic.
You don't know, you can't see this, but he's been sweating all night, and now he's sweating even more
I'm
just by
sweating.
the mention of cookies.
The reason why I'm sweating
It's
because
because you're wearing a goddamn beanie, that's why.
True.
Yeah, but it's radio, so it doesn't matter.
No,
Nobody
there's-
knows you're bald on the radio.
Exactly. Now they do. Thank you, Noah.
Well, you're streaming it.
I met Melissa. We don't know.
You do.
They know you're bald on YouTube, but they don't know you're bald on the radio.
They don't know he's bald downstairs, but I
I
don't
am
think anyone
not
does.
bald.
But no, he's just pointing at his thing. No. Okay.
Whatever. So Noah, you were born in Ohio.
Nope. I'll give you
Idaho.
49
Sorry.
more guesses.
Sorry, Idaho.
I was actually born in Los Angeles. Just
you
like,
weren't. No, you weren't,
Just
really?
like Melissa. Yeah.
Sorry.
Kaiser Hospital.
Oh, bless you.
Does that mean anything?
Yes.
It does,
No,
okay.
Kaiser's the bottom. It's the worst. It's very dangerous.
It's a bad
That's like
hospital.
baby swapping and like very
Yeah.
dangerous. Yeah.
I got stabbed in the womb.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad news. No, I moved to Idaho to a small town when I was 9 years old.
On your own.
Yep. Found my parents when I was 17.
Great.
They were quite displeased to see me. No, I went from a giant city of millions and millions of people to a small town of 2,000 people. 3,000 when I left, 4,000 now. It's kind of grown up. There's like 5 stoplights now.
Oh my God.
Is it like full of inbred?
No, it's full of tourists.
Oh, okay.
A lot of tourists are going to Ohio in the small town.
No,
So much so that
no,
they need,
but they're going to Idaho in a small town.
Idaho. Yeah, you're getting mixed up. They sound the same.
I was rolling off his joke. It's an improv thing. Jesus.
Yeah, right. You can't say Jesus.
I cannot.
We got a Jew in the room. You can't say it. Oh, wait a minute.
You said a
He
Jew.
was the king of the Jews, wasn't he? Yeah.
No, you
Jesus
said a
was
Jew
the
in the
king.
room.
That's true.
He said Jew in the room.
So, I love Jews. There's nothing wrong with them.
Okay, fine, relax.
Why are you being so racist?
Oh
all of
my
a sudden?
God!
Yeah.
Say anything. You're back into a corner. You're like, I love him.
Just
Leave it
profess
alone.
your
It's
love
fine.
for the Jews, Melissa. Why is that so hard?
I love the Jews.
Once you go Jewish, there's no going back. Is that right?
Yep, sounds about right.
More or less, yeah. That's what I heard.
Okay.
That's incredible. You do
So,
like
why did you leave Idaho?
Idaho's not full of opportunities the way that people think it is. They're confusing it with Ohio. We have this little saying that if you grow up in Idaho, you need to leave by the time you're 18 unless you want to be a failure in life. They don't put it on the license plates anymore, but I wanted to go back to California for university, and so I went to San Diego. And
San Diego State?
UC San Diego.
Private.
No, public.
Ish.
The University of California, San Diego.
Right. Got it. Go on.
I went to private high school, and college was actually cheaper than high school. It's a nice bargain bonus.
Cool.
You have to go to private school when you go to Idaho because the public schools are Idaho public schools. They're not very good.
You get stabbed.
No, you get stabbed in the way that like Christians will not teach you science.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're like brainwashed.
Yeah.
Is it like
there was I remember in high school there was a bill or a proposition in the elections that failed 49% to 51% called the Anti-Gay Initiative, which would remove any reference to homosexuality from all public anything. So public libraries, schools, you could not acknowledge the existence of gays.
What if you said homosexuality and made it like rhyme? You're like bromo-homosexuality?
Bromosexuality was banned in a different proposition.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
No, you mentioned swiping right on her picture.
Oh,
mean-
Snoop.
Right, for the record, the only reason why I'm sweating is because I've had to carry so much radio equipment.
Not true.
This barrel, which we're sat right next to, and set up the whole room in 40 minutes.
All right, very.
This is a special radio
How
barrel.
defensive. Look, he's very defensive all of a sudden.
I'm super defensive.
I can see that.
I've not come today.
Excuse what? Wow, that's a lot of information I need to digest. Why
was
didn't you
not
do
the
it like
C word.
live on air while we just like do old bits and you're just like in the
What,
corner?
crack one off?
Yeah,
I'll
crack
do
one
it in
off
front
in
of
the corner.
everybody here if
I'm
they want.
sure you would.
You want to see me crack one off?
Oh God, no! Look, the audience
No.
response. The audience response would
We're
be
losing people right now. Please come back. I was joking.
that would be just straight up terror.
You can't see my penis. It's too small anyway.
Oh no, yeah, no. Have you done Tinder, Noah?
I have done Tinder.
On purpose.
On purpose, yes. I've not been successful on Tinder.
I went on one. And it was terrifying. It was the only Catalan guy I've ever gone on a date with, and he said he was my height. But then I turned around and I was like, oh, bless you, Oompa Loompa. Like cute. And I was like, you're the first Catalan guy I've been on a date with here. What, do you live with your parents? And he's like, I do. I'm like, all right, I'm leaving. On top of that, now, what keeps showing up on my Tinder and OkCupid is this guy who was a human ashtray. Do you know that there's like a fetish?
Like he wants you to put your cigarettes out on him?
Right, because you have to fill out if you're a smoker. Not you don't put him out, but you ash in his mouth. And so they looked at his photos, and it's him laying down with like a mouth full of ashes.
Maybe he has a circus act.
No, I think that's called Pica disorder, I think. But so then I reported him, and then he showed up again. He was Ashtray Boy BCN, and now he's like Mr. Ashes. And he just keeps like changing his handle. I'm like, you're still Mr. Ashtray.
Why can't you just let him be who he is? You don't have
I
to
can.
date
I don't
him.
want to meet up with him. I do need an ashtray now, and if he were here, then that would be no problem.
Was he on the Shield with you?
Yep.
He sounds like the same character that you actually portray.
Long story short, we're engaged.
So no more Tinder?
No, I've left swiped it out of my life.
Yeah. I tried it. Didn't work for me as well.
You're in a relationship.
No, before when I was single.
That's
I was
pretty dark.
single at one point, and it's not good. I do not recommend Tinder to anybody.
I thought you said you don't recommend being single because.
No, not single now.
I know.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
Stop coming on to me, Melissa.
I know. Well, I started with the funny thing like take your penis out. Like, never mind. I'm just kidding.
So you're not on Tinder then, no?
No, I've gone in and out of using Tinder. I've had one unsatisfying date, and it's terrible. It's really hard Yeah, take your hands off. It's really hard that you like match with somebody and you write them a note and you hear nothing back. It really, really drives me crazy.
It upsets you, doesn't it? It's like you send this, you copy and paste your nice message that you've written for all the 50 girls, and no one replies to it.
Exactly.
Copy and paste, like, this isn't really my normal thing, but...
Well, you're a female, you have a vagina, it's easy for you. You're going to have about 50 guys messaging you
No, it's
every
not a
hour.
problem, but half of the reason I do it is to take a screen grab and show my friends, like, look at this fucking guy. What an idiot. Because I'm a horrible, horrible person.
That's fine. All females do that, to be honest.
Yeah,
Some of my female friends that go, you get a group of girls together and go, oh, look, I'm on Tinder. What do you think of this guy? He's got a big nose. Oh, he's got this.
Yeah.
And you girls just rip
I think
the piss
that's
out of
how
people.
I get so many matches. Is they're like just swiping like to see what they get, or their friends are on the phone, and then I actually text them, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know who the fuck this guy is."
I call it playing Tinder. It's a game.
So going back to your childhood, Noah, you were voted, weren't you, for something at school?
Your crack research team is amazing. I would imagine that you were referring to in high school.
High school,
Yep.
same thing in England.
I did go to high school.
Okay.
Yes. In high school, I was voted most likely to stalk.
Oh my God, I can see that. I can totally see that. Oh my God, yeah.
Why do you think that, though?
It was all part of a very cruel joke that I had to be okay with.
So you wouldn't get beaten up anymore?
Exactly. I got beaten up by this girl with no makeup and a flannel shirt one time.
Yeah.
It was traumatic.
I'm sorry
Oh my
for
God,
bringing it up.
It's just like
You
it's
can't
so,
see, but he started like crying.
yeah. People think that I'm creepier than I am because maybe I will make some comment or reference that I think is funny and just a harmless joke, and that people find really offensive or scary, or fear for their safety, or
Like
lock their doors.
What kind of comment? Like, you'd look good in my freezer? I'm not a dating expert, but something along those lines.
I actually, and now that I'm on the spot, I can't think of anything. I'm just trying to keep it clean, not say the C word, and not be a racist.
Exactly.
He's texting his roommate, like, unplug the freezer.
Exactly.
Take the
I'm
plastic
sorry for
down.
bringing back that memory.
It was actually very innocent that this girl had a beeper. This back in the days when there were
Beeper?
beepers. Yeah.
As if you're too young to know what
No,
a beeper
you're
is.
talking about like a pager.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Now that we're on the same lingo. And somebody left their pager at this girl's house under her bed, and it was on vibrate. So the person was trying to call their pager, and it kept vibrating, but this girl did not know where it was, did not know what it was, because she had also just had surgery and was super high on Vicodin, and heard this scary, scary noise. The next day she went to school, she was telling people about it, that like I was in this haze, and I could hear this noise and it scared me and I didn't know what it was. And one of my classmates said, that was Noah. He was under your bed last night.
That's cruel.
Oh, bless. That sucks. So that's why you got in
I
trouble?
wasn't in on that joke.
Oh, God,
But it was
really?
apparently believable enough that, like, yes, somebody would sneak into your room at night while you're whacked up on drugs and make growling noises under the bed, and that guy is Noah.
Oh, no, that's really sad.
That's terrible. Did he get laid at all?
Yeah,
No.
as soon as I hear that, like, oh, he's gonna crawl under my bed when I'm
you probably
sleeping.
have some
and
girls who are into that stuff, like growl at me.
you were on a different dating site. 'Cause that's not.
You don't call growler or something like that.
No, I don't like people sneaking in my house under my bed, which you never did, bless you. But
Yeah.
or just like one time,
Sneak in through the window, you
Yeah.
know, like an 80s sitcom.
or John Benet Ramsey or something like that.
yeah.
Too soon?
Well, it's way too soon.
Way too soon. She's
Everybody in the audience does not feel good about John Benet Ramsey.
Nobody knows.
I know.
They're most. Did you just boo Jeff? That's amazing.
Lucia,
Boo.
what
Somebody is booing dead children. I mean, where do you get off? Hasn't she suffered enough?
No, she's dead. She's not. Okay. Bye.
So, Melissa, have you ever been deported?
No, I have 2 passports.
Have
But
you ever
there's-
been deported, Noah?
Yes, I have, Vinny.
Oh, it was his feed in question, and you like bounced it off me on
Well,
the
seeing
way.
as though that Noah's given me so much information, and I've already spoke to you about everything that you gave me.
Well, the response was already like bang on, so like why bother anymore? He's got anecdotes, I don't.
This is Vinny peeling back the veil of how radio is made. I just want to say, like, County, Contessa.
Don't say that because I will say the word.
Contessa?
Don't say it.
It's like a female like countess. No, it's an Italian countess. Who here is Italian?
No, that's not a good.
Okay, we have several
cycle.
Italians. They're telling me that Contessa is the word for an Italian countess. What are your two passports? American and?
German,
Of course.
Oh.
which is very funny. And we're gonna do like a race show. That should be fun.
Mine are American
Whoa,
and
whoa,
Polish.
whoa.
Polish.
Yeah.
German?
Yeah, German's my first language.
Oh, okay.
A couple more beers and then I'll have a German accent. No problem. We can talk all the night long and
But
in
you-
my German accent.
Cool. Because it's like my stepmom, she's German and she's got a strong, even though she's perfect at English, you could tell she's German.
Yeah. A couple more beers and then my German accent comes back and everyone runs.
Really?
Yeah.
Can't wait. Let's get you wasted.
I notice
I
you're,
can't.
drink,
I
you're
just-
drinking a
I
fine
need-
German beer like San Miguel.
I'm not a beer snob. I don't
Premium
give a shit. I
Especial.
would like another one though, but there's no, help for the
I'll
needy.
get you some shots later.
shorts. Some shorts.
Yeah.
Some Jägermeister.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So German passport, American passport, very
Oh,
lucky.
a side note, the going rate for an American passport is now $38,000. So any buyers out there, any takers?
I'm
I'll marry
sorry.
you.
I could sell my passport for $38,000.
No, you get married for $38,000 so they can have dual citizenship. No one wants a Polish passport. Sorry.
I wanted a Polish passport. Look, as long as the EU stays together, my
Okay.
Polish passport is as good as gold. Now, if the Catalans fuck that up,
Here we go.
or the English,
Yes, because we're going for a referendum right now.
yeah, England breaks away from the EU, the whole thing falls apart. Next thing you know, we're all speaking Chinese.
We find out in a month, I think it is, if the United Kingdom's going to be part of Europe. Which I'm shitting myself
Why?
because I'm English, that's why.
Yeah, no, duh. Yeah, I know. But just because you have to change your pounds, that's.
No,
I don't want to go to the bank.
I'm a Spanish citizen now anyway. I have been for 7 years. So I'm okay, but I just feel sorry for the new Brits who come over if
So
we vote from the EU.
Spain has no way of getting rid of you now.
No.
Okay.
I've lost my English citizenship. I'm now 100% Spanish.
Wait, no, you've
you're
lost
not,
it, so
Hey?
you've lost it.
Yeah. I had to give it up.
When you lost virginity, right,
Yeah.
folks?
To be fair, I'd rather live in Spain than the United Kingdom, to be fair.
Yeah, I'd rather live here forever than
So-
anywhere else.
So happy days.
Happy days.
So you got
I did get deported. Before I had my Polish passport, I was living here on a tourist visa, and I tried to dip back to the U.S. for a couple weeks for very good reasons, and just dip right back into Spain.
Keep saying dip back.
Yeah, dip back is allowed.
Gross.
And they stamped my passport when I left, and they said, hey, you are not supposed to be here for more than 3 months. And I was like, oh, well, I'm leaving anyway. What are you going to do? So when I got back, they did something. They said, hey, you were just here. And I said, oh, yeah, I know, but I was in Spain and France and Germany, and nobody's looked at my passport. I don't know what the EU is. Can I just go in? And they said, no, you have to have a new visa. You have to leave and come back. I said, I did. I left and I came back. So you have to leave for 3 months. So, well, I'm not staying. I'm just here going to Barcelona for 3 days to pick up my bags. And then here's this itinerary. I'm going to go down to Morocco. Then I'm going to go over to Egypt. Then I'm going to go over to Israel. Then I'm back in the U.S. I've got a job. All of these were lies.
Yeah.
The itinerary was fake. And they didn't buy it. And instead, they brought me to an office. And then from that office, they brought me downstairs about 6 flights under the Madrid airport
Right.
to airport jail, which is like a low-range hostel. It's got
Really?
a couch. It's got no couch. It's got chairs. It's got a TV playing Spanish news.
Right.
Very helpful for me. It's got dorm beds and group showers.
Right?
And they serve you breakfast.
Oh, it's amazing. The second time I was in jail was like real jail.
Jail. Wait. You've been arrested?
No, he didn't finish his story. I'm comparing like a chair would be.
No, you've been arrested.
Yeah, one of us is covered with
Yeah,
sleeves
twice.
of tattoos. The other one is a nice Jewish boy.
Hey, you cannot judge.
No, he can't have
people with
tattoos because you can't be buried in a Jewish cemetery if you have tattoos.
Really?
That is
Yeah,
true.
That is true.
Oh, I just learnt something new today.
Okay.
So, sorry, carry on regarding the deportation.
It was me and a bunch of very, very sad South Americans. I don't mean that in any racist way. I feel like that keeps coming up if I mention races. But everybody in there was getting deported. And I was getting deported back to the U.S., which was good for 2 reasons. One, U.S. is a great place to be. Greatest country ever. Yeah, Trump 16. And the flights, the way it works is they take you back to the city where you flew in from. So I flew in from New York. I was able to fly back the same day, 10 hours later. Okay. But imagine you're going from like Panama City, and there's a flight once a week that has an open spot. You're there for a week. Not doing bad. You're getting airport meals.
Did they fly you back first class?
They flew me back in the back of the plane.
In the cargo hold.
Yeah. They took away my passport until I landed in the States.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I was considering when they were driving me to the plane and they put me in through the back, I was thinking, if I just reached through the bars of this police car, murdered both of these cops, stole my passport, and made a run for it, I could stay in Spain. Instead, I just let them put me on the plane like a bitch.
But I liked your delusional plan A for more like I just do this. And
you have to dream, you know?
One's got a dream.
Dream. You got a free flight back home though, didn't you?
I got a free flight back home, and I got to spend the summer in Idaho. Beautiful place to be.
That's anytime anyone asks me about America, I'm like, Idaho, first stop.
Yeah.
No.
That's beautiful.
I will buy you a beer if you can point out Idaho on the map.
There.
Okay.
They can't see it.
I owe you a beer.
That's America. Point.
There. In the middle bit. Like
In the middle bit.
All that bit that you just
I don't even know where it is, to be fair. But you've been arrested, I've just found out.
Yeah. See, those are questions I should have given you. Yeah.
Yeah.
The second time it was not funny and really probably sad. But it's really normal to get a DUI kind of in Los Angeles. And I had a horrible stand-up show. And so I went across the street to the local bar and I necked like 3 shots and 2 beers. And then I was like, well, I called like my booty call and I was like, hey, Don, you want to hang out? He's like, yeah, come on over. And I was like, okay, I'm on my way. So then my friends were like, where are you going? I was like, I'm going to my car to get my sweater. And then I never came back. So I'm like, Dan, I'm still coming. Don't stay. So I get to the car, and it was such a bad set that I necked the 3 shots and the 2 beers within like an hour. But then my brilliant idea was to drunk drive to his house. So what happened was, I was like a block away from my house, and British tourists actually came into my lane and bumped my car. And I can't do the accent, but like, oh no, sorry. And I was like, no.
Nailed it.
Something. I don't know.
Good day, sir.
Yeah, they were like,
I am so sorry for crashing into a drunk woman.
I did something Britishly. Terrible. You can see why I was fired from most television shows. Anyway. So I was like, no, it's cool. Like, they're like, it's a rental car. And I'm like, it's fine, your insurance will cover it. He was like, why don't we just wave down the police? I was like, no, there's no read. I don't care about my car. It's absolutely fine. So then the cop showed up. It was a block away from my house on Hollywood Boulevard. Oh. And they're like, have you been drinking? And I was like, fuck it, yeah. You win. I was like, I'm not going to stand here and do this song and dance and touch my nose and count the alphabet and whatever. Just take me in the goddamn car and just call it a night and fuck the Brits, not you, but and so then I'm going to the police car, and then as I'm going over the hill in Los Angeles, I was like, pigs, I'm gonna be sick pretty soon. Can you please help me? They're like, no, we're not gonna help you. And I was like, all right, fine. And then it was so fast, I just threw up liquid so much, like from the back of my throat, that when we turned corners, it went slush on the floor. So when I got into booking, the woman was like, do you want a change of clothes? And I was like, no, I'm fine. She was like, you threw up all over yourself. And I was like, looks like I did. 1 jumpsuit, please. Which was awesome. And so then I get into my cell, like proper cell. And the toilet is also the sink, but it was also right next to the bars. And there was some like wily kind of meth girl that would probably be my friend under normal circumstances. But then I get in and I was like, I gotta take a dump. And the toilet's right next to the bars, and I just dumped one out, and then I had the best night's sleep of my life. It was amazing.
So you had an amazing night.
I had an amazing night, but then
So you would recommend getting a DUI in Los Angeles?
And then bicycling, because there's no public transit in Los Angeles, and your integrity in all the classes, I don't recommend it. But it's good for the story, that's it.
Would you get your license taken away?
Yeah, you get it taken away for a year.
Yeah, I got my license taken away for a year for underage drinking.
Oh, really?
And I didn't have a car. I wasn't driving.
You were 12.
In a car. I was 20.
Fuck.
I was 20, and we were all at a baseball game, and I was drinking from a flask. and somebody reaches from behind me and pulls the flask from my lips. And I turn around because I think it was one of my friends, just like, dude, ask! And it's, dude, So the security guards, they take our entire row, because we all brought in our own booze to stick it to the man. And everybody else was over 21. They all got kicked out of the park. I was under 21, and I got an arrest for minor in possession of alcohol. Oof. And I went before a judge, and they took away my license for a year. And I was like, but I wasn't doing anything wrong.
I know, but America gets
Your
really
country is
psyched about
stupid.
that. Yeah, gets psyched
we love
about
America, really, don't we?
No, I don't.
Well, wait a minute. You're in Spain, so yeah, if you loved America so much, you'd be there right now, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be having a
Exactly.
big
So,
gulp and
fuck
an
America.
extra large Snickers bar and a hamburger. I don't know what the joke is.
I do love America so much.
Yeah, it's a nice country.
It's a great country.
So much freedom. Can't wait for Trump to be elected.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
He's going to be great.
That is going to be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be pure comedy. We're going to have our first break now. Our local music scene in Barcelona is expanding, and first song of the night is by a group called Estlin. It's they're touring all over Barcelona. They do a lot of folk songs, and it's based on the famous writer E.E. Cummings.
Yeah.
All in green, mile of riding on a great horse of gold to the silver dawn. All in green, when mile of riding on a great horse of gold to the silver dawn. Free to be they, them, dabble dream. Swift, sweet deer, the rat round here. Falling house, short, slow and smiling. Mary dear, round before. On and hill when model riding the echo down to the silver dawn. On and hill when model riding the echo down to the silver dawn. Soft to be they, them, slivered sleep. Leanless dear, the fleet flown there. Oh, fleet Darsetter, Gold Valley. Family Cheryls sang before. Medals ran before. Falling house, slow and smiling. Level medals ran before.
What a beautiful song. Super tired.
That was a really good band.
It is. It's called Edward Estlin. Like I said, they were touring Barcelona at the moment. They're not signed by a major record label yet.
Well,
but
it's useless these days anyway.
But they're really good. I'm going to definitely see them again. We've got another song at the end of the show, but they're probably going to be here next week as well.
How are you doing, Vincent?
I'm fine. I'm not sweating anymore, am I?
Yeah, yeah.
Am I sweating?
I can't smell it now.
You look fresh and dry, ready to
Super
conquer the
smell.
world.
That's what they
Considering
say
they
about
just
my
run up the
vagina.
stairs.
Wait, you said your vagina is fresh
and
and dry?
Yeah.
Okay.
It shouldn't be dry, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is it dry?
Because I'm like 50 and menopause sucks.
Are you 50?
Yeah.
You told me you were...
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm
Okay.
No, I...
You told me you were 17, and that's why you said no.
No. Like, I don't feel a day over 65, though, if I'm honest.
Happy days.
Yeah.
So, burning question, Donald Trump.
I will not rule out serving as his vice president.
That's what he was asking.
But who do you want to win? If it's going to go down to Hillary Clinton and Trump, who out of them two? Because realistically, Hillary Clinton's going to win.
Well, realistically, this is what Bernie Sanders is fighting against: is realism. It's so sad to see like what a shit show the process is, and maybe it's because like I'm at the age where like I'm an adult when all of this is happening, so it's probably always been a gigantic shit show.
Yeah.
Like when I was in college was when Bush got elected, and that's when I was sort of first like politically aware. So I was really like, Bush is the worst. This thing's fucking terrible. I hate the system. I hate the war. And Cheney is the devil. And then when Barack Obama came into office, I was like, now everything's gonna change. And of course it doesn't. And then I was like, this is why people are cynical.
No, it doesn't change, absolutely. But he was also cleaning up like a lot of a mess.
True.
He cleaned up a massive mess.
And now I was hoping Bernie Sanders would win, but there's no chance. Like, it won in like the East Village in New York. He won it, and then like a lot of things.
Yeah.
But it'll be Hillary.
But out of Bernie Sanders and Clinton right now, it's quite even, or has it been decided?
It's
now?
very close, but Clinton is just enough ahead that there's no way she won't be ahead. And depending on whose Facebook wall you read, there's lots of dirty tricks going on, which is part of the game as well, unfortunately.
Propaganda. We love propaganda.
Oh, I love conspiracy theories and like propaganda. Like hearing about your thoughts of chemtrails is like what I live for. Go away.
What are chemtrails exactly?
What aren't they? It's so dumb.
Chemtrails.
Did you do an absentee ballot in America?
I voted in the Democrats abroad primary.
I don't know what that means.
Democrats,
Oh.
for the Democrats.
Yeah.
Abroad, meaning outside of the country. Primary.
Yeah.
Election.
Yes.
So we had our own primary in a bar
Really?
here in Barcelona.
These
yeah.
are things I should know.
It was a nice little gathering of all of my Democratic friends.
Okay.
I remember it was on TV, was it?
Yeah.
I remember that.
And I think my picture was in the newspaper.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
heads up,
And did I get a congratulatory note from Bernie Sanders? No, I did not.
asshole.
This guy.
Fuck
He's so
Bernie
big.
Sanders. But he's going to lose anyway, isn't he?
No, he's already not the front runner.
Yeah,
anymore.
it's gonna be Clinton, Trump,
Yeah.
and
Things I don't care about.
yeah, half of the country is gonna hold their nose and vote, and the other half of the country is just not gonna vote.
Or they're going to go to Spain and not know that there's some kind of like magical democratic voting party here.
There were unicorn rides. It was magical.
See, I think you're bullshitting. I don't think there's anything like that, but I should
But-
care more.
Trump is entertaining to watch. Every time I see him on YouTube.
I can't help but click.
Exactly.
When I see
You
a
want to
video
play
of
it.
him.
You wanted to see him fuck up and say something stupid and just
Well,
face
see-
palm. But you want him to carry on. So this is why he's probably in the final right now.
No, that's not why he's in the final. The comedians are happy that to be able to make jokes and have that whatever, and so everyone was like, "No, this is magic. He's gonna say
It's
some
so much
garbage.
material.
Gonna say some garbage. Blah blah blah. Wait for it. And then we're like, wait. He's actually being elected. We are screwed. It's not funny anymore. I'm terrified.
No, because you look around the world and you see these like jackass leaders like Good Luck Jonathan or Mugabe or Putin that are just like, hey, this guy is insane.
Right.
How is he possibly in power?
Right.
How did this happen?
Yeah.
And now we get to see like
Now we get
with lots
one.
of media coverage how it actually happens, how it goes down.
Absolutely.
But either way, whoever wins, we're all fucked because Clinton, it's not good as well.
I mean.
Okay, first of all, it's a she.
I know
it's
it is.
very sexist of you. It's not good. I mean, she's a human being.
I know it's,
Vinny.
but I'm just
He's
generalizing.
being sensitive to the LGBTQ community.
Oh, okay.
She is.
Hillary Clinton can use whatever bathroom Hillary Clinton
Oh,
wants.
that's hysterical, the whole bathroom thing. Everyone relax.
Does she have her own bathroom, do you think?
She has her own bathroom anywhere she goes. She's like, build it. I need a dump.
So Noah, you used to be married, didn't you?
What?
I did, yeah.
What?
Yeah. That's right, ladies. I'm back on the market.
I didn't know that. I've known Noah, though, for like 3.5 years or something. I didn't know he was a comedian or anything. I didn't know you were married.
Yeah.
How long were you married for?
We were together for 7 years, married for half that time.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How long have you been single? Just saying.
4.5 years.
Wow. Did you sign a prenup?
Yes, actually, we did.
Good for you. That's a good Jewish boy.
Yeah, no, it was her mother's insistence. Her parents had this horrendous divorce right before we started dating, and her mother insisted that she get a prenup, even though like we didn't really have any assets. We had a dog. She has the dog and all of my music.
But like you could keep the IKEA couch. Like, that's not
No, we didn't even have our own stuff. Like we lived in. Her dad had an extra flat in Manhattan, and we lived there.
Well, yeah, it's Manhattan though. I got married once on a dare.
Really?
I've been married on a dare.
Britney Spears style?
Well, it wasn't Vegas. No, it wasn't. I mean, it was they're in like Compton. Actually, there's like a little white chapel, and my 2 male friends dared each other. Whoever gets married within the hour gets $1,000. And so my friend Scott called me and was like, "You don't give a shit about marriage." I'm like, "Nope." He's like, "You want $500?" I was like, "You got it. We won." I got it annulled in like 2 weeks or something. But
Wow.
I can
And now you can make $38,000 to get married again.
Now I can.
So you'd never been married?
Did you?
Sorry, I was
He's
actually looking
fiddling
at the
with
streaming.
the buttons, not listening to us at all.
No, it's my ADHD just kicking in right now. We're just looking at the streaming software, and it says that we've only been streaming for 5 minutes. So I'm a bit confused. Sorry, I
Are
wasn't.
you medicated for ADHD?
No.
Oh, that's a shame. I am.
You're Oh, sorry, you have ADD, don't you?
I have ADHD.
You have the H as well.
I have the H.
Her ADD is in high definition.
Yeah. We love ADHD. Well, I love it.
Well, no, you clearly don't because you're not medicated for it. It's
I
a
know,
problem.
but people who get medicated for ADHD, well, I can't really say much because you're in front of me, but what I've experienced from people who've been medicated is that they turn totally opposite.
They have very fresh, dry vaginas.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
That's
happens. There's number
pretty-
one side effect. Like, thanks again.
Vinny can't afford to have a fresh, dry
Like,
vagina.
I'm happier now, but I'm not sexually turned on.
No, but seriously, is it not Rohypnol? What's the other one?
Adderall.
Adderall, yeah.
No,
It-
but
it-
Spain has a much better version of it.
Yeah?
It's very effective. Yeah.
Of Rohypnol or Adderall?
Yeah. Like when it comes to date rape, my favorite place is Barcelona.
Yeah. Spanish fly. That's where it comes from.
Spanish fly, exactly. Yeah. It's good medication. But
So-
you do have untreated ADHD. That's probably why you have a radio show.
That's probably what it is. No, it's just little things distract me. But when it does, it's like I don't listen to you guys. It's not because you're boring, because you're not. It's
Well-
this is why I don't do stand-up, because I get distracted. I'll get on stage, about to start, somebody would walk across the room, and I just look at him, and then realise I just froze for 30 seconds, and I don't know what I was talking about. And that's my problem. So I'm much better at hosting.
Well, I mean, you can make it work for you, though. I mean, even though with Robin Williams it was cocaine, but generally he made his like.
What? He had ADHD?
No, I mean, I'm guessing.
Okay.
No, but when it comes to like his quick switch of like analysis and impressions and whatever, it was cocaine, sure. However, like it worked. He made it work in his
I think
favor.
Vinny is making his ADD work because he is right now hosting the show. He's the producer on the buttons. He's promoting the show. He's doing the video feed, the audio feed. He's got the live studio audience here.
No, don't. Oh. Yep.
So he's doing 9 things at once. He's multitasking. If he was on Adderall, he would need to hire a producer.
Exactly. This is why I'm sweating.
That's why you're sweating.
This is why I'm sweating.
You're on methamphetamine though, like straight up. It's not pharmaceutical at all.
I'm not on anything at all, apart from Ventolin, which is for my asthma.
Okay. Well,
And-
you tell
and
yourself
beer. Alcohol is a drug, Vinny.
Yeah, alcohol.
Oh, God.
Alcohol's a drug. I've had a bit of coffee today, so that's
that. This guy with his coffee drinking,
I know.
that guy's crazy.
Super.
Walking around.
Seriously, if I did a radio show on cocaine or is it MDMA,
Oh, is it MDMA?
I would be crazy. I'd be nuts. I wouldn't be able to do anything. I wouldn't be able to focus.
Well,
I'd stay away.
MDMA.
Is
It's
it
ecstasy.
I think it's ecstasy, isn't it?
Oh my God, shut your pig mouth. That is such horseshit. Is that what it's called?
You know how normally people will like take cocaine for a morning show or take ecstasy when they're doing a radio show because they really want to feel the vibrations of the microphone and
But that's
get to know their guests a little bit better.
Not cocaine though. I've never done MDMA.
I've never done cocaine.
What?
We are live on the radio.
I've done ecstasy.
Have you?
So we can swap.
Yeah, but you just massage one another, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would
Turns
like-
out you don't even need the drugs to do the massaging.
Yeah, but then you're just a standard creep again. You're hiding under a bed.
Damn it. I was wearing fuzzy pants at the time.
Oh, you're what are they called? Fluffies. The sex
they're
fetish.
called furries, but that's
Furries.
not what it was. It was candy kids.
Oh, like
Let me tell you a story about the 1990s, okay? Back when we used to have rave culture.
I loved going to. I loved going to the raves in the '90s. It was amazing.
It was a magical time. Bill Clinton was president. It was peace and prosperity. Did I ever tell you about Amazon.com? I own 2 shares.
2 shares. Did you ever look on Ask Jeeves?
That's going back now. Ask Jeeves.
That's going back.
Keeping to the reference of drugs, that's what happens to you when you take Rohypnol.
No. To be fair, they can't see, but my microphone keeps falling, and that what you're saying that happens to you. That this is the response I get from men generally.
Oh,
It just keeps.
It keeps slowly lowering, but it's still completely
Have you tried
erect.
stroking and massaging
No,
their balls?
I've been stroking it, but I also keeping direct eye contact is not apparently what you do when it comes to a blowjob. Like you don't look at it like a telescope. That's where I've really failed. You know, I've made that mistake before because, again, it's very hard to fuck funny people in Barcelona, and it's very hard for me to be funny in Spanish. However, the few times I fell on a penis or whatever, the men generally don't think it's funny to pick their penis up and pretend it's a telephone and say hello. I do it all the time, and it never works out well.
Well, are you doing it in English or Spanish?
Both.
Because it's killing in English. So
Fuck
maybe
yourself.
it's a language barrier.
Fuck you so much. That's terrible.
So we're going to start a new show together.
Yes, that's right.
We got the green light yesterday.
We got the green light. All right. We're doing
Yes.
something called the Cookie Show.
That cookie show.
That's what I said.
Another
You said
C word.
Yeah. And do you know what cookie is?
Is that a sex thing?
Nah.
It's a delicious baked good.
It's a delicious baked good which makes you very high.
I know. Okay, well, the gem of the show is that I don't smoke weed because if I do, I have a nervous breakdown and I have to go to the hospital and everyone's trying to kill me and I panic and forget it and you're not okay.
And you've already run away to one country. You don't want to run away to another country.
No, I did the last time because I smoked a lot of weed in high school. Then I revisited in my late 20s and I had one hit of sativa or pharmaceutical grade. Lost the fucking plot. Laid under my own coffee table for 3 days.
I am not giving you cookie.
No, that's the gem of the show is that you're going to be an idiot and I'll be the straight man.
Well, no, me and you are going to interview people every week.
Yeah.
They're going to have a funny person, hopefully someone famous, and also somebody in the community. We've got our first show. It's going to be on the 31st of May, 8 p.m. at HQ Barcelona, which
What's
is one of the...
HQ Barcelona?
HQ Barcelona. It's one of the biggest and the world famous smokers club, basically.
Well, but am I going to get secondhand high?
You're going to get secondhand high.
Well, can we just put a fan toward me because I'm scared?
You'll be fine.
I can smoke cigarettes inside then, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We can have our own room.
Go with the nicotine show, right?
So our premiere show's going to be at the end of this month. If you go to That Cookie Show on Facebook for more information.
Vinny, how many interview shows do you have?
This is going to be the second one.
And is your goal to interview everybody in Barcelona by the end of this?
Kind of, yeah.
Is anybody here in the audience going to be next on the... That's what you should raffle off, just to keep... if you're going to have 2 guests here, 3 guests on the other show, you got
Well, one of my past
pool.
interviewees is sat right there, Lucia Miller, and she was on the first ever show.
No shit.
She was supposed to be on tonight.
Yeah, but she said she couldn't do it, so she's she's actually sitting against the wall I'm better than this.
Yeah. She's much better than this.
Yeah.
But no, I lost my virginity on the radio with Lucia.
Well, okay. Well, if you left out one word, it would be a very different statement.
No, it's good times.
Cheerleading.
I gave Vinny all of my tidbits of stories, whatever I could think
Well,
of.
now you
at, like,
can't
1
put
in the morning.
cheerleading out there. What? Were you a male cheerleader?
Were you a male cheerleader?
Thank you. No, thank you very much. No, I didn't cheer. Were you? No.
I was a cheerleader for a little bit my senior year.
Sorry.
I'm peppy, damn it.
No, I can see that, but I mean, generally, if you're like a male cheerleader, don't you have to be built like a brick shit house and like catch the little waves in the air?
For the radio listeners, I'm incredibly strong.
I know. No, seriously.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a real school.
What the fuck was that?
I wasn't a real cheerleader like that, but I made signs and would paint my body and would like raise the energy of the crowd to
So you're
cheer
really a
on.
mascot.
They actually our high school mascot was the Cutthroats, not pirates. The cutthroat trout.
That's catching.
Our
What?
mascot was a fish, and there was a fish costume, but it was too small for me.
It was.
I'm so big and buff,
That's true. That's amazing.
and yeah, so people were very excited that like somebody actually gave a shit about our high school sports. But I would go to the games and I would get the crowd whooped up and lead them in cheers. I would actually lead them in cheers. That's what a cheerleader does. I wasn't a dancer. I wasn't a gymnast. I was a cheer leader.
Were you a private dancer?
Dancer for money.
No, but so you didn't do anything. All you did was run around and go like give people thumbs up and make signs.
The way you break it down like that, it sounds really.
It sounds pretty much
stupid.
dead on.
Yeah.
But did
But
your
also leading cheers. Like give me a C, and people would say C.
Don't say the
then
C word, please. You got
I
me
would say
last.
give me a U, give me
No.
an N, and I would
No, no,
spell
no.
out cuneiform, the ancient Babylonian language.
We're going to cut it short because we're at the end of the show now, but we've got some events.
You have
coming-
got to say that sentence again, Vinny.
I
One
am
more time.
not sorry. It's my beer, my alcohol. We have events happening this week in Barcelona. You're hosting one of them. Is that correct?
I don't think so.
It says on my guest events for this weekend. Are you doing any improv shows?
No, we had an improv show last week. I mean, last week would have been a much better week for me to be on the show to plug things. But
There's nothing coming up?
we've got. I'll plug the show that I'm going to go attend on Saturday night. I'm going to
Go
go
on.
see Alice in Wonderland from
Yeah.
Escapade Theatre.
That's
And-
Jamie Lerner, who's on next week as well.
Yep. And I'm going to go see that. I got my ticket on Atropolo, save some money.
Yeah, it's gone down from 25 euros to 15 now, is that right?
15 or 18, depending on the night that you
Yeah.
go. Saturday night, only 18 euro tickets available.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be there. If anybody wants to come with me, I don't think the seating is reserved, so we could be a date.
Ugh, weird.
Ooh,
Win a date with Noah Levin to the theater.
not
Everyone
on
just turn
Tinder.
the
Pay
radio.
for your own ticket.
For any other events happening this week, go to pumpage.co/events. We have speed dating and a few other activities happening this weekend.
Melissa, are you interested in speed dating?
100%. I asked
You are
this
coming
girlfriend
this
last
week.
week. I was like, definitely. But then she was like, you still down? I was like, I'm too hungover.
Yeah.
And then I would just be like trembling with a cocktail. Like, tell me more about
Are you going to
yourself.
do it this week?
What?
You want to do it this weekend?
I don't. Well, okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Melissa Paull's going to be on speed dating.
Oh well, that's.
She will treat your penis like a telephone, fellas.
Don't
Yeah.
clap for me trying to get out there.
Speed dating is better than Tinder.
No, I'd like it. I mean, if I was still doing stand-up, that's a golden material.
I would love if speed dating, like if I was in a speed dating experience like my Tinder, where I'm just trying opening lines to completely blank.
I'd like
response.
speed dating if everyone was on speed and they're like, no, I totally know what you're talking about. No, what you were saying like a minute before, that'd be fucking amazing. Like, tell me more. That's the kind of dating I would like to go on. Everyone do like. Get
I would
cracked
like to go on MDMA dating. I feel like I'd be a lot more successful.
The microphone keeps sliding down. Go on. Keep plugging.
I need better.
Plug away.
Well, look at mine.
You the what?
I got a worse one than you.
Finish plugging, Jesus.
So that's the end of the plugging anyway. So we're at the end of the show
So
now.
there's one show happening in Barcelona this week and one speed dating.
No, we have Burn It Down Barcelona, which is El Foro on Sunday night. No, 6 p.m.
You know what I do have?
What?
Every Sunday at 5 o'clock, we do an improv jam.
I knew you were going to do... I researched this and I knew you had a show because you invite me to him. This is why I asked you and you...
It's not a
Last week.
show. It's a workshop.
Explain jam to people because most people don't know.
You know what? I said jam and I meant workshop. Is it, this
We did the same thing there.
I'm glad you're fact-checking me. In the workshops, we get people who have or don't have any theater experience, and we teach them a little bit about improvisation. We have a rotating cast of teachers, and every week is a different topic, and it's a lot of fun. It's really easy to get involved, play games, be silly for a couple of hours as an adult, and it's open to everyone as long as you show up on time, 5 o'clock at Teatre L'Angelique. And if you go to Barcelona Improv Group Workshops on Facebook, then you can get involved and ride the improv train.
It's going to be great.
And we have shows and workshops, or shows and jams and classes and all those things, just not this week.
Next week, maybe, yeah? But you're going to update the document because we have comedy events that happen every week. If you go to pumpage.co/comedy events, you will see Noah's future events in there.
That's pumpage.co/comedy events.
Exactly. Did you not understand what I just said?
No, I understood it completely, but when you're reading out a website, if you can't read it on your screen, you have to hear it. You want to hear it a couple of times to make sure.
Oh, yeah.
If you can't see it, you need to hear it. Thanks for the tip.
You need to hear it twice. That's how your brain works.
Thank you.
You have 2 ears and only one eye.
Yep.
Melissa has an ear patch right now.
An ear patch?
An ear patch.
What's one of them?
I was going to say eye patch, and I swallowed the word a little bit, and I said ear, but I didn't want to bail on it.
One of my ears is much too sexy to be on radio. Or it doesn't make sense. Shut it down.
Also, if you're in England on the 9th of June, I'm doing a tour. I'm actually doing stand-up comedy live in Manchester, and I'm hosting a live show, the Vincent Valentine Show Manchester Special. I've got 2 guests right now, which I can't reveal, but they are famous in Manchester.
They're famous, Manchester famous, not world famous.
Yeah, it's going to be like Coronation Street or someone like that. So I'm interviewing 2 people, just waiting for it to be confirmed. It's going to be £10 a ticket. So far, I've sold 60 tickets. And I've
sold 60 tickets?
I sold 60 tickets.
For a show with no guests yet.
Exactly. I've got the stand-up comedy sorted. I've got 5 amazing, big Manchester comics already. Which
everyone in Manchester knows them.
Yes. It's a bit like Barcelona. Yeah, no one knows.
Manchester or anywhere in the UK is more promised than Barcelona.
Exactly. Yeah. Manchester's. I love Manchester. I just don't want to live there anymore.
All right, I don't know.
And you're not allowed to now because you're a Spanish
True,
citizen.
I'm an illegal immigrant.
Well, Noah will marry you, and I don't know what those benefits can consist.
38,000. How much do you want to pay for the Polish citizenship?
Fuck all.
Yeah, there it is.
Poland is a beautiful country full of rolling hills.
Shut up.
We're going to end it there. We're at the end of the show now. If you want to come and see the event in future, go to pumpage.co. Straight after this show, we have Stand-Up Comedy Live, where we have 5 comics performing live. And it will be recorded, and it will be on the podcast. So if you listen to this on iTunes, SoundCloud, you name it, look for the word Stand-Up Comedy Live, and you should see or listen future shows. Mm-hmm. Thank you for listening, guys. Thank you so much for coming
Thank
here
you,
tonight.
Vinny. This was really fun. Thank you for having me.
And we're going to see us again,
yeah,
Melissa,
absolutely.
for the cookie show in the future.
Thanks again, Vinny.
Thanks, guys. We're at Craft Barcelona, and this is the end of the Vincent Valentine Show.
Yeah.
Freckles were lovely, and day was night, and measless were nice, and I won't lie, life would be delight, but things couldn't go right for him, such a sad plight. Whoa, whoa, I wouldn't be 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 I. First was heaven, and now was hands, and past was present, and false was true. There might be some sense, but I be in suspense for all such pretense. Whoa, whoa. she wouldn't be you. You wouldn't be you. She wouldn't be you. You wouldn't be you. You wouldn't be you. She wouldn't be you. You 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 wouldn't be you. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Blocky and globes were square and dirt was cleaning, tears were gleam. Things would seem fair, yet that whole despair, for if he was there. Whoa.